Menstruation always fascinated me as a little girl. I knew all about it from my mom. She had explained the burden and the pain and how much she struggled with it when she was young. I couldn't wait until mine started. I looked forward to the day I could have a physical reason for my internal pain. I carried a few of my mom's pads in my backpack so I'd be prepared for the day it came. It took longer than I thought, but in middle school I finally saw a couple drops of blood. It wasn't a real period, but it was enough to excite me. I wanted to learn about my body, but I didn't know it was going to fight me. My parents bought me books about puberty, so I knew what was going on, but I didn't realize the toll it would take on my mind at all. I was the rebellious teen who began to hate the world, and my body joined me on a journey down emotional twirls. My uterus would throb unlike any pain I felt before, and it fueled my brain to hate everything even more. My mom understood the pain, but in my teenage mind, all I wanted was to push her away. Every month, she would make me cinnamon tea, buy me pain relievers, and remind me to use my warm compress. Every month, I would isolate myself while my body drowned in blood and cold sweat. My uterus throbbed and pushed pain up my spine until I would vomit everything I had inside. The stabbing pain that sent shocks down my legs would never subside, and the blood clots that filled up my maxi pads would leak all night. There wasn't a pair of sheets or panties or pants that didn't get stained, and my mom taught me exactly how to wash them to not have a constant reminder of the pain. I couldn't go to a doctor to find a reason for my discomfort, so I pushed through and told myself that it was normal. I had to leave my mom's side at a young age to be able to have the resources I needed to find a reason for the bloody rage. The day I was able to go, they told me it was just puberty. They gave me an IUD and told me that this would do good for me. It hurt when the doctor put it in. My teenage cervix wasn't prepared to be stabbed with a plastic pin. It began to work after a few weeks. I would still get my period, but the pain didn't leave me so weak. At my new home, I started to endure an abuse that would leave my body in shock. The man that pretended to do good would make my uterus sob. The IUD once got lodged in my organ from the force. A pain that was so debilitating that I cried for days and laid still like a corpse. I begged for a doctor and finally was able to schedule an appointment, but my abuser canceled it as soon as he found out about it. I dealt with awful emotional pain for more than I can remember, but my period gave me a known physical reason to want to surrender. The IUD became a reminder of my hidden pain, so as soon as the abuse stopped, I wanted for the contraceptive to be taken far, far away. It has now been over a decade since my period started, and it still hurts like if a knife was poking inside it. No birth control or pain reliever or yoga pose was ever able to control it. I make my own home remedies and microwave my own heat pack, but I called my mom for her to tell me how much she understands it. She struggles similarly with her own cycle, but she didn't have a mom to guide her through her monthly bloody arrival. So she makes sure to be there for me, as she knows support during this time is vital. My body and mind are constant reminders that pain is inevitable, but my period was the first time I was able to verbalize it and make my pain intelligible. I learned to speak about the hurt and lean in instead of isolating myself. Now I take it as an opportunity to express discomfort I once withheld, while waiting for the pain to become physical to tell.